Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. Always happy to have the Youth Sports Alliance in our studio, and today we're always thrilled when Hatch comes in. And welcome, Hatch, to the program.
So great to be here.
Yeah, for sure. You brought Joe Lauer with you. Joe is a TPCU athlete as well as a Circle of Excellence Award Leadership Award nominee. So thrilled to have you here. And then we've got Jan here. Jan Mitchell is the program manager for Youth Sports Alliance.
Correct.
Terrific to have you guys all in studio. Thank you so very much for being here.
Thank you.
So first and foremost, I suppose we should just kind of take a look back here at the summer coming to an end here pretty quick.
Yep.
Youth Sports Alliance has been busy all summer long too.
Absolutely. Yeah. Our programs have been going nonstop, as you know, at the water ramp, and as far as the Sports Alliance, of course, we have the parade. We had, we're always visible and active in the community.
It's fun that we're not just thinking winter sports anymore. With the Youth Sports Alliance, everything that happens here in summer, the Youth Sports Alliance is part of that, which is great. I think it's just terrific stuff. But as we come to the end of the year, it's fun to talk about recognizing some of the great athletes that we have here in town. And I suppose, Jen, this would be a perfect chance for you to tell us a little bit about the program.
Okay, well, the Circle of Excellence Awards take place on the 29th of this month, and the top 5% of athletes from each of our 9 programs are nominated or are given the awards. We are All-Star, which means they accomplish something on the regional level, or they are Champion, which means they accomplish something on the national or international level. And there will be about 100 athletes that will be honored.
Wow.
And Joe will be one of them you are just leadership.
And champion. Yeah.
And a champion.
Yeah.
That's good.
And,
make sure you get both of those.
Sorry about that. I should have done my research. And it will be an outdoor concert over at New Park beginning around 4:30. Patois Reggae Band is playing, and then after that, the kids will be honored.
That is terrific. That's really good stuff.
Yeah.
So, Joe, first and foremost, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you've been doing with the Youth Sports Alliance this year.
I've been working really hard with the Youth Sports Alliance in mind, and this nomination is great. I've been training with Hatch for 3 years. I moved from New Hampshire. I ski a lot. It's my dream. It's my passion. And I think this is a great opportunity to help kids get their name out there and to help kids strive for excellence and strive for good sportsmanship.
Well, no doubt that is a big part of the program here. Giving, as Hatch and I have mentioned so many times, not only the chance for young people to reach their dreams, but also I think there's a part of everyday goals that come into that too, which we have to remember. I think are sort of the building blocks to those dreams, right? Right. Transferable skills, things that some of these kids who may not compete long term, but then take that to school and to everything else they do. It's so important. I love that part about the program. It's really neat.
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of sport, is you really learn life skills, and you're some of the best business people in the world, some of the best actors, whatever, have come through sports, and they've learned how to focus on something and get it done.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about your sport. What are your favorite things? What are your goals? You give us some of that for you, so we know what to expect from you in the future.
All right. My goal is to take the sport as far as I possibly can, compete at an international level, have a lot of fun, which I do every single day when I'm out there. I try and be a leader in the sense of sending positive energy and always having a smile on my face and having a great time with everybody around. I hope to continue doing that, train really hard every day at PC, and explore the world doing what I love.
That's awesome. Favorite disciplines? What are you primarily competing in?
Oh, I do slopestyle,
Okay.
Jumps and rails. Jumps are my favorite. Nothing better than
A little airtime?
flying in the air, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I think most people like that.
Yeah.
I like that too. It's the landings I got to work on.
Yeah.
Right? That's
always the tricky part.
Indeed it is. So you say you moved out here. When was that? How long ago have you been, how long have you been out here?
So this will be my 4th winter. I moved out 3 summers ago, 15
Okay.
by myself.
Wow.
And yeah, stayed with some host families, was thankfully introduced to Hatch, got some great connections with the Youth Sports Alliance. And
That is amazing, dude. Was that scary for you?
yes, It was very scary.
Yeah.
And I'm a family man, so it was tough leaving my family, but I'm really, really grateful for the opportunities that it's presented.
You knew what you wanted to do and how to get it, and here you are.
Yep.
This is terrific.
Yeah, I warned his family, though, that be careful. You may find yourselves out here. And sure enough, Mom is actually sitting in the studio right now.
That's right.
She moved out, and Dad now commutes from New Hampshire. So
how about that? That's
to,
quite a commute.
Park
Yes.
City. But, yeah. So that's this community is such a great draw, and it's because of things like Youth Sports Alliance.
Yeah.
I think.
I think so too. There's so much opportunity, I think. I've said this on the program before, if you go back, a few years to Logan, Utah, where I grew up, this was not ever a possibility. The idea that that international sport would ever be, a chance for a young fellow growing up here, he wouldn't have thought of that. And then, in the last 20 years, 30 years, that has changed, and it is amazing the number of athletes that we have that come out of these programs, out of this community, and are competing on the international stage. It's just phenomenal.
Yeah, it's amazing, and that's the hard thing, as Jan knows, is trying to pare down to pick this top 5% of the athletes. We have so many great athletes that in this community, so. We have really more people that hit the criteria for the Circle of Excellence than we have room for.
Wow.
So every year it's been a challenge for us as a team to pick which of those athletes are going to be there. And then there's a couple of special awards too. There's the Leadership Award, which we nominated Joe for this year. And then there's also the Showstopper Award. And these are two amazing awards that all the teams can nominate who they feel fits best into these criteria, and then they're all of the nominees are recognized at the event, and then the winner is announced at this event, which will happen out in New Park.
That's terrific.
On the 29th.
Well, Jan, tell me a little bit about your experience with this, and being the program manager and being so integrated to what the young people are doing here. What is it you take away from this personally?
Personally, this upcoming event is probably my favorite every year. It's a chance to really honor the kids, and this year we've got a couple of special things going on. We have renamed the Showstopper Award, which goes to that kid who does something fantastic, lands a new jump, and it's going to be the Sam Jackenthal Showstopper Award.
That's awesome. I was just going to ask about the shirt for folks who didn't know.
Just in case, Sam. Joe and I didn't plan this exactly, but I'm not surprised that he's wearing the shirt. He might have been surprised that I was wearing it.
I'm not surprised that either of you are.
So, I think one of the things, to me, I'll let Joe talk a little bit about the description of the award and why we think it's appropriate to rename it. But the other thing that's I think really exciting too is we've got, I believe it's Born in PC that's helped step up.
Right.
To offer some prize money, or not prize money, but I guess sort of a grant to the athletes that can go to their training fees of $1,000 for both Leadership Award and the Sam Jackenthal Showstopper Award. But Joe, why don't you talk a little bit about how you see Sam in this award?
Right. So I did my research on the Showstopper Award, and basically it's about, as you talked a little bit about, it's a spectacular trick, a fantastic year, comp results, silly moments, just really things that I find embody Sam. Yeah. So he led me through so many funny moments, and I've seen him land some unbelievable things that I've never seen before. So when I think of something that really stops everything and you're just like, wow, that was fantastic, it's really Sam Jackenthal's Showstopper Award.
Yeah, I think we could say for Sam, not only able to throw down amazing tricks, but the process of getting there for him was entertaining, to say the least. Right? This is a guy who, is going to fall a few times. He's going to extend himself well beyond what we would think are within his capability, and yet he still did it. And I think that was what was amazing. You know, he's going to fall 100 times, but he's going to land it eventually.
Yep.
Right.
And there's no doubt.
Yeah, and the ride there is awesome, right? That experience with him must be, that's something you probably cherish, I bet.
Yes, very much so. It's the thing, especially with the Sports Alliance, it's what brought me the most passion about it. And I think he really, really embodies the whole idea of leadership and excellence. So I'm really honored that this is being named after him, and it's well deserved.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have got to feel so passionately about what you're doing. You must be proud, I think, at this point.
I love going to work every day.
I bet you do. It's pretty good stuff. I mean, it beats the heck out of working. That's what I say.
Exactly.
Sports really are the place where work is disguised as fun. It's just amazing stuff.
Absolutely.
Well, you've done a lot of hard work, I know, to get where you are, and you've taken some big risks, and here you are, and now your family following you. And I think that, you know what, it's one thing to lead your friends. It's entirely another to lead your family.
Right.
I think that's great stuff. Congratulations.
Thank
you.
This
is really
so much.
great. Thrilled to have you guys here again. The dates and times for everything.
It's the 29th of August at New Park, and it starts at 4:30.
All right. More information available online?
Yep. www.ysaparkcity.org.
All right. I want to thank you all for being here so very much. It's terrific stuff. Again, congratulations to you and your compadres.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, the others that are receiving awards is great. And Hatch, I should have mentioned, I had no idea your title has gotten so long. Director of Development, this is crazy. Director of Development and Competitive Freeskiing. Freeskiing is, of course, part of it. But Youth Sports Alliance Hall of Fame member, which I think.
Yes, I'm member of the Hall of Fame for Youth Sports Alliance.
Well, Hatch is you know what? There's not many people who I think deserve it more, and I mean that. I look at the young people that you're bringing up behind you. They are very much like what I remember of us when we were younger.
Yep.
It's pretty impressive. You're really setting a pretty high bar, my friend.
Well, thank you.
That's what it's all about. All right, lots more coming up here in the Mountain Morning Show. We're wrapping up this hour. We'll tell you all about the next one right after these messages.